Welcome to the first annual Help Our Veterans Telethon, brought to you by the Village of South Carolina. My name is Heather Rogers, and I'm honored to be one of your hosts for this evening and to be a part of this very positive event. We're here tonight to raise funds for the homeless veterans of South Carolina that are living on the streets. The goal tonight is to raise money needed to customize a shelter that fits their needs. The nation is going through such a hard time right now, and so we have to come together to help alleviate pressure off of our homeless veterans. Let's help and have a good time at the same time. We have some entertainment for you and a guest panel that will discuss a few major topics. So sit back, relax, and support this great cause.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Nature Boy, Sean Dolby. I'm honored to be a part of this thing here. And we're raising money for the homeless veterans. You know, you got people out there on the street trying to survive, make it happen, but that's what we're here for, okay? So what we want you to do, pay attention to the numbers on the bottom of the screen right there, and please donate, all right? We're here for a cause. Now, without any further ado, let's bring on our first act, because you know, we got performances going on. They're going to perform for y'all. I ain't going to, but they are. And they're going to entertain y'all. So let's bring on our first performance right here on this telethon. Make sure you call the number.
Hey guys, help support the homeless veterans at the Village, South Carolina Homeless Shelter. I'm Kevin. This is for the homeless veterans. It's called Good Friend. You raised a glass when the girls turned me down. Said relax, the right one will come around. You build me up, cut me to my knees. We pick up where we leave off or meet in between. You have been my good friend. Have my back, keep me on track through thick and thin. Show me what you know, those seeds help me grow. You've been my good friend. We drove all night to gamble in Illinois. Then your wife had your baby boy. We fired shotguns, scaled mountains, fishtails in between. Found that pot of gold, ain't what it seemed. You have been my good friend. Had my back, kept me on track through thick and thin. Showed me what we know. Seeds help me grow. You've been my good friend. Oh, we've had hard times, good times that money just can't buy. The ground we covered while our fountain of youth ran dry. Keep me on track through thick and thin. Show me what you know, those seeds help me grow. You've been my good friend. You have been my good friend. Have my back, keep me on track through thick and thin. Show me what you know, those seeds help me grow. You've been my good friend. You've been my good friend. You've been my good friend.
Thank you for that performance. Y'all know times are hard.
Yeah.
And this pandemic right here is not making anything any easier. So we've got homeless vets that are on the street and they need your help right now.
So make sure you donate. Catch the number down there on the bottom of the screen. Donate. Please help out the Village of South Carolina, and we're going to do this thing together because as a unit, we can do it together. Hey, let's get some more performances going on. Let's do it right now.
I'm Sergeant First Class Retired William Madison of the U.S. Army.
I am Staff Sergeant Jamonte Ford, U.S. Army retired.
I am Darius McGee, Staff Sergeant retired, U.S. Army.
Hi, I'm David McMillan, retired sergeant of the U.S. Army.
Veterans are becoming homeless every day. We have to help.
We need the community to come together and help our homeless veterans.
Please help our homeless veterans. Support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelters. Let's get our veterans off the street.
My name is Denise Tolbert, founder of the Village of South Carolina. Let's help our homeless veterans. Support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter.
Longer, longer, just a little while longer.
Hey everybody, help homeless veterans today. Support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter. If I had wings like Noah's dove, I'd fly the river to the one I love. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Well, I had a man who was big and tall. He moved his body like a cannonball. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. I remember that evening in the pouring rain, and in my heart was an aching pain. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. It's in the suburb, high above. Life ain't worth living without the one you love. Fare thee well, oh, my honey, fare thee well. Fare thee well.
Hi, I'm country music artist Brady Smith. Let's help our homeless veterans by supporting the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter. Let's get our veterans off the streets.
Veterans are becoming homeless every day. We have to help. Please support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter. My name is Dede Kennedy. I'm a local comedian here in Charleston, South Carolina, coming to you live from my most favorite place on earth, my back porch. This COVID has us isolated and separated and not able to gather as much as we would like, but so video will have to do. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I hope that I can lighten your load a little bit, bring you some laughter. Yep, so I'm on my back porch and I have my faithful companion beside me. You can't see him. He's my dog and his name is Little C. He's not a rapper though. Little C does sound like a rapper's name or a hip hop artist name, but nah, just Little C. It's a long story. Mention that in another video. You can message me on Instagram at a Daily Dose of Dede if you'd like to know the whole story, or follow me on Facebook, Dede Bishop Kennedy. Yeah, send me a DM. I'll give you the whole lowdown. Yeah, so he is our dog and he is pretty chill. We don't do a whole heck of a lot with him. A lot of times we'll see people out and about and they're doing the most with their dogs. I mean, they are just really having a time with their animals. I've seen dogs in strollers, dogs in little purses, little Louis Vuittons or whatever. I'd probably pick up one from Tuesday morning if my dog would fit in that. But people are really doing a lot with their animals, and I'm not convinced that the animals are enjoying it as much as the people are. I've seen folks in my neighborhood, women and men, but mostly women who are of less than a sturdy build than I, having their dogs on leashes. And the dogs are not cooperating as much with the pet owners as I believe the pet owners think they are. I've seen a dog, I saw the dog the other day drag a woman out and across 4 lanes of traffic. She had the don't walk sign, so she was trying not to walk, but the dog, I guess their dog couldn't read because the dog walked, and the dog in fact drug her across the street. And it just got me thinking, I don't think the dogs are enjoying this. I grew up with pets. My pets weren't nearly as cared for as this lazy beast beside me. My pets lived in the back of our yard in what we called the fenced-in area. So it was a fenced-in area within the backyard that was 95% of the time overgrown, but it was a great doghouse back there covered in dusty dirt where the dog lived. The dog wasn't coming inside. My daddy wasn't gonna have it. These days, seems like the dogs rule the roost. I certainly wasn't purchasing pet insurance for our dog. I'm sure Mom and Daddy did not do that. We do not do that. But I did have to buy some heartworm preventative medication and also a flea preventative medication for my animal here as of late, to the tune of a couple $100. Very hard for me. And it burnt me up to pay that for the dog. But anyhow, our dogs just got heartworms and then croaked. Neighbor had to say, hey man, your dog's dead back there. We were hardcore coming up. Built character, got some grit. I have 2 sons that I'm concerned about. I have a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old, and I am very thankful and praise God for the blessing of children, of being able to be fruitful and multiply. However, parenting is nothing like what I thought it would be. I thought it was hard when they were little. It's a little harder now. It's a little challenging. Teenagers, I like to think that I'm youthful and not too old, but I'm quite old. And these teenagers don't know a flippin' thing. And I don't have the tolerance for these new style kids, you know, with the eye rolling and the bruh, hey bruh. Not me, I'm not the one. I wasn't built like that. In fact, my poor kid learned right quick I'm not the one. And I ain't built the sauce talking eye rolling. He got a little lippy with me over an iPhone charger. Okay, I fault myself because I got the boy the iPhone. However, I have one charger in my home that belongs to me. These kids got 1.5 million chargers for all their different electronics and such, and I keep mine nice because I don't like it broke. So I have my charger plugged up. My 14-year-old comes in, snatches up my charger, and walks off. I said, I'll be taking my charger. He said, no, that's my charger. And we got into it, and finally he realized the error of his ways and said, "I'm sorry," in a rough manner. By the end of my discussion with him about a phone charger, I was done. And before I knew it, I had whapped him in the back of his neck with a dish towel. I didn't set out in my life with a goal of beating my child in the back of his neck with a dish towel. However, I'm just not built to take sass. And my little son, he's precious. I think he's from another era. This child speaks like Fraser Crane. He can turn a phrase. He can string some words together. You know, we were making him laugh the other day, joking around the house, and he said, "Please stop it. I can't bear it anymore." I don't know how many 11-year-olds you know say, "I can't bear it anymore." He asked for a sip of my water. Side note, I don't know why children can't drink out of their own water cups. I could put water bottles lined up from here to North Carolina, and they wouldn't drink out of their own water bottle. But let me get a cup with a straw, and they want to have a sip. I guess they think it's magic water. I don't know. But he said, "May I please have a sip of your water?" Sure. I don't care about the Corona, the Coco Roro. Because listen, if they got it, we all got it anyway. Long and short of it, he took a sip of the water and he was like, "Wow, that is lovely and refreshing and quite cool too." Yeah, son, you too bright. He is just too smart for words. But it is the joy of my life. I have a fabulous husband, and we've been married 15 years. And that's a really good gig. I don't know why he puts up with my shenanigans, but he certainly does. I also work in a restaurant, and lots of times I'll have guests come in and ask me what I recommend. And usually, if you come into my place where I work, I'll recommend lasagna or the fish special of the day. Those are the recommendations I would make. Or I recommend that when you come in the restaurant, you could look at the printed material that we hand you. That's called a menu. And that has a listing of all the things that we offer. You could even take a preview look at those things online because you have access to it. So what you don't have to do, though, I recommend you don't come in and start kind of creating your own dishes. We have carefully selected ingredients, and we have thought about them and prepared them and purchased them for your dining pleasure. And all you got to do is just look on that paper, choose one of those bad boys. You don't have to be creative. Let us handle it. I recommend that if you complain about something, let it be something I can get behind when I go into the kitchen. I've had 2 separate guests complain to me about our crab cake. They said, "Ma'am, we are not happy with this," the first. And I said, "Oh Lord, what happened? Maybe the meat was off or something like that." And this person had the nerve to say, "Well, there's just too much crab meat in this crab cake." I said, "Well, wowzer. Let me take this offensive, delicious, crab meat-filled, luxurious snack away from you, put some breadcrumbs in there, and see if we can't ruin it." Get another guest also. I'm baffled. So I recommend you just enjoy the delicious food we've given you. I recommend that you wait for the hostess to seat you. We have a big old sign out front that says, "Please see hostess for seating." All you have to do is wait maybe 15 seconds and the hostess will seat you. You don't have to parkour, propel over the top of that sign and get in there and fight for your life for a seat. We got something ready for you. And it's going to make sense where we put you. We're going to separate you out so that you'll get great service and not give one of our servers 100 tables all at once so you can get good service. Yes. It's just funny getting older and things are different. I'm the oldest person at my job, and I learn a lot from these young kids. The things are different. This generation is different. I don't quite know the rules. I'm a hugger. I'm a touchy-feely person, and apparently this generation is not as much. I remember being little and my mom saying, "Go sit on Aunt Tissa's front, lap and just sit there and let her hold you and hug you. And I was mortified. I didn't want to be held and hugged by this stinky old lady, but so we were forced to. But these days, these kids are able to have some good boundaries, and I'm really thankful for that. However, one of my coworkers, a young man, was leaving the restaurant one night for work to go home, and I gave him a big old hug, and I said, "Come here, you little chicken paw, you little cute little, come here, give me all this." Hug him up. He said, "Doll." I said, "You're just precious." And this poor child went stiff in my arms, and he just went stiff. And I said, "My Lord, I have just sexually harassed this poor boy." Unwanted touch, words that are not appropriate. And he got it from me, and I didn't even know. And in fact, I don't know when I'm being harassed. We have a guest that's a wonderful, boisterous man, and he's a hugger like me, so we're always hugging each other. And he picked me up and twirled me around and put me back down. And one of my younger girls came over to me after this was done, and she said, "Dede, I saw the whole thing. That was messed up." Messed up what? Me getting twirled around? It's the best night of my life. Not too many people come and twirl me around like that. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you've had some fun. I'm Dede Kennedy. Follow me on Instagram at A Daily Dose of Dede, or on Facebook, Dede Bishop Kennedy. Thanks, guys.
Hi, I'm Neysa Williams, Major, U.S. Army retired.
I am Adrian Mitchell, Army veteran.
I'm retired legalman First Class Stacey Langard. We need the community to come together and help our homeless veterans.
Support the Village of South Carolina's homeless shelter.
My name is Denise Tolbert, founder of the Village of South Carolina. Let's help our homeless veterans. Support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter.
Longer, just a little while longer.
Hey, we got performances going on here. We want to make sure y'all are having a good time. We know you're having a good time. Like, everybody's here is doing their best, and some pretty good performances. Like, very good performances. Don't get caught up in the music. Don't get caught up in everything, okay? Because what we want y'all to do is support our homeless veterans. Make sure you donate. Call the number on the bottom of the screen and make sure you donate. Villages, South Carolina. We got to get this thing going on. And now, let's continue on with some more performances and just keep the movement going. All right? Sean Dolby, Heather Rogers, let's continue.
Support the Village of South Carolina homeless shelter. Let's get our veterans off the streets. For all the beautiful people out there. Tender lover had a crush on you since grade school. It was all class in my mind, I would paint you. Pretty eyes with the ponytail. Baby hands remind me of Chili from TLC. When I saw you at the wink with my left eye. Prettiest girl in the school, so I know that it would take time. I would get nervous when I saw you walk past. I was hoping every year that we were in the same class. Thought about writing, but I got nervous again. When they would laugh at me, baby, you wouldn't follow your friends. Only thing I was hoping that me and you could be friends. Tomboy, but you're still pretty, rocking them Timbs. Just turned 10, so we was headed to 5th. Finally got the courage at the end of the year. Just heard the news that you were moving away. I hope and I pray one day I see you again. When I look into your pretty brown eyes, it was love at first sight. When I look into your pretty brown eyes, you were always on my mind. I was crushing. She moved back, it was high school. Got butterflies cause shorty was in my own room. We older now, so I'm hoping I get to know you. I'm so focused now, I want you to be all mine. My nose open now, you got a mind of your own. You never follow the crowd. Move back to the city, know you the talk of the town. Educated with goals, I'm really wanting you now. Heard you was involved, I never throw in the towel. Wrote you a letter, slip right in your locker. Would you be my hope and you tell me yes? Put a smile on your face, hoping I pass the test. If I get your attention, no, I will be blessed. Couldn't keep it inside, had to get off my chest. Heart doing flips every time that you're near. I want you so bad, had to let go my fear. When I look into your pretty brown eyes, it was love at first sight. When I look into your pretty brown eyes, you were always on my mind. I was crushing. That's a fact.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? The goal is $100,000. All right. Now I'm gonna check my thing right here. It says it's gonna help with accommodating 100 veterans who are now living in the streets. We can't have that, man. Them boys went and busted their butt for us in the Army, military, Air Force, Navy. You know the rest. $100,000 is what we're trying to get to. So please support. Okay, that's gonna help 100 veterans and get them in semi-private sleeping quarters. All right. So with personal lockers, personal bathrooms, it's almost like their own mini apartment. So please handle it. And on top of that, you got 24-hour health assistance, a private entrance, daily meals, other social services. So make sure you please text to the bottom of the screen. All right. Make sure you do that. And Heather, you got anything to say to people?
Text the number.
Text the number.
Hi, my name is John Rowland. I'm a singer-songwriter from North Charleston, South Carolina. I'm honored to be asked to be a part of this because I myself am a veteran. And here's a song that I wrote that I call Too Many Women. Thank you. Make sure you help out homeless veterans. Support the Village of South Carolina Homeless Shelter.
Welcome, viewers. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jazmyne McCrae, and I am so thankful to be here with Rosie Peltz, who is a current resident at a South Carolina women's boarding shelter. Thank you for being here.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here.
We are here to discuss some statistics of homelessness. We all know that homelessness exists, but I'm not sure so many people understand how serious it has been in just this year alone. Families are the fastest growing segment of the homeless population in our nation. And some people don't consider you homeless until you are out on the streets, but there are actually 3 types of homelessness. There's primary, which is referred to as rough sleeping. That means you are living on the streets or in improvised dwellings like a car or even an abandoned building. There's secondary, which is frequently moving from one temporary housing shelter to another. And there's also tertiary, which is like residing in a boarding house. So let's talk about primary homelessness, because that is specifically what our benefit concert is about. Data from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development reported over 4,000 homelessness in 2019. In July 2020, the Post and Courier reported 20 to 30 people living behind the River Avenue's Walmart in the woods. Most of them were families.
There's a lot of families sleeping behind the Walmart. People are sleeping in front of the DSS buildings. People are sleeping out in front of the bus stops.
Truly, the situation is dire. 7 years ago, the Homeless Emergency Response Plan made it illegal to be homeless in the city of Charleston. It was designed to encourage the homeless population to go to local shelters, but unfortunately, many found themselves still living on the streets in places like tent cities or under bridges. COVID-19 has placed at least 7.8 million Americans who had jobs into poverty. People have no normal place to lay their heads. Our counties in South Carolina have hundreds of people living on the streets. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs has reported more than 37,000 veterans homeless on any single night, and that was January 2019. Imagine what that number is looking like in 2020 during a pandemic. And of course, we won't get that estimate until 2021 when the census report is finalized. But it's not rocket science.
It's unfortunate that our veterans experience homelessness, and it's important to get a shelter like this built so that if they ever experience homelessness, they'll have a place to go that's not the cold, hard ground.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure our viewers have learned so much from this conversation. If you are one of our incredible viewers right now watching, please consider donating so we can continue this great work. And thank you so much for tuning into this panel and our great conversation here. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.
Hey!
Hey, I'm Heather Rogers.
I'm Sean Dolby. And we want to let y'all know we enjoy y'all. We're enjoying the music. We're enjoying this whole thing. But we hope you're enjoying it. Mm-hmm. And we most of all want y'all to call and take care of your business, all right?
Yeah.
People are waiting right now on the phones. They're ready to do what you need them to do, which is to take care of our homeless veterans.
Yeah.
So please call right now, and we got more coming up for you.
And when it's all over, they're still going to be available.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just because the thing is over, that don't mean the party's over.
That's right.
Okay? We got to continue this party because it's a party for the homeless veterans, and that's a very necessary situation. Mm-hmm. So make sure you continue to call. Bam. hey, that's about it for us, but the party don't stop. So please continue to support, donate, check the number, check the website, and continue on. I'm the Nature Boy, the record player, the icon, Sean Dolby, Star 99.7, and this is the Fabulous Moolah.
I'm Heather Rogers, and we want to thank everybody that participated, everybody that volunteered. Keep those donations coming on, and we're going to see y'all next year, all right?
All right. Thank you all. God bless. And please continue to support our veterans. Thank you.
Thanks.
Baby, let me be the Andre to your Erica. You can be my prototype, baby, you can hold me. I'm out of this world, so I may need you to show me. Many ways to make a compromise with a human life. I'll get it quickly, I know we can get it right. But that thing with me and you, we need to do it twice. Lady, you the truest night. Won't you on the bluest night under the stars? As we burn a few to life, 2 for these scars. We all get a few alive. You make it worth it deep under my surface. You give me reason to search for my purpose. My heart's on my sleeve when I used to be shirtless. You got me like, oh, 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 you got me like, you got me like, you got me like. Embracing my feelings and learning my limits. You give me balance when life makes me live it. Put calm in my waters when currents get timid. You got me like, oh, I love when I'm in it and I feel so comfortable. Feel like I'm winning. Mr. Mrs. Hustable. You are the dessert inside of my lunchable. You got me like, oh. Every time we do it, baby, wanna try to screw it, baby. Love the way you move it, baby. How I love to view it, baby. Places only you can take me. Your love is the truest, lady. You got me like, oh, you got me like, you got me like, you got me like. Every time I wake up in the morning and I see your face, be damned if I'ma let a nigga slide and try to take my place. I will state my case and then I'll set this place ablaze. You can feel the truth I speak if you choose to embrace my gaze. Captivated by your energy, in love with your spirit. Smile of an angel, you glow from all angles. Your lighting is life when the darkness is fatal. You got me like, oh. Attitude of a goddess, girl, you are the hottest. Not after my pocket, you don't want my profit. As sweet as can be, your pictures of my wallet. You got me like, oh. Woman, I need you, you know I respect you. In love with your being, in love with your texture. My bad necessity, never neglect you. You got me like, oh. The jungle is crazy and I feel like Mobley. I can survive, but I need you to hold me. My friends are my friends, but girl, you are my homie. You got me like, oh. You got me like,
Hey y'all, it's Quiana Parler from RANKY TANKY. Please help get our homeless veterans off of the streets by supporting the Village of South Carolina Homeless Shelter. No donation is too small and no donation is too large. Let's get our veterans off of the streets. Thank you.
I am Charleton, Singleton, and I am asking that you please help our homeless veterans. Support the Village of South Carolina Homeless Shelter. Let's help get our veterans off the streets.
Thank you for watching this program. The pandemic has affected many of us. Unfortunately, many people are homeless because of the trickle-down effect of COVID-19. Our nation is in a crisis. The number of our homeless is increasing daily. It's unimaginable, but the reality is that there are families, including young children, sleeping on the streets. For most, the reason they aren't in a shelter is because there is no room. Although this telethon is dedicated to raising money to help the veterans off the streets, I believe we can come together and get all the homeless off the street. Communities across the nation are crying as they feel hopeless, not knowing what to really do to help the homeless in their city. Please believe that we, as humankind, have the ability to come together and get our homeless off the street. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. Together we will accomplish things. Every little bit of help matters.